I know it's late. Oh, you got the Tonex? It's gonna be a little confusing. Well, it was for me. But I'm getting used to it. I could probably send you my preset. If you... Hey Lauren, how are you doing? did a factory update. Because it was used. Oh, and it allowed you to do the editor and everything else with it. You could use a stereo splitter for you can use a stereo splitter, but I don't go into it. You could probably, what I do is I take it just mono out and I go into like a stereo delay or something, and then or a chorus, stereo chorus. Oh, he deregistered it. That's good. See, I'm scared to buy a used one. I might want to buy the bigger one, but yeah, I don't want to. Maybe I'll wait till it'll go on sale again. I have one here. I do have one here, the bigger one, but it's not mine. And he told me to mess around with it, and I haven't really got a chance to. Where's my Tonex editor? Because if you like this patch, I mean, I can send it to you if you want. If I figure out how to do it. You use it just a few minutes before work. I mean, it's got some cool sounds already on it. It is tiny. I wonder why mine's not syncing. I'm trying to use this Tonex software. It's not syncing. It's not responding. That's what she said. That's yep. Yeah, my Tonex software's not working right now. So I guess I can't run that. Wonder why. Oh, I'm just gonna play with some random bag tracks for a little bit. What's the difference between Tonex and Amplitude 5? Is Tonex just where you set up an amp? Tonex has different tones on it, or different amps and stuff. Amplitude has, I thought, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Amplitude 5, it's basically almost, I don't know, it's got the same kind of stuff on it, but I thought they worked together. I thought Amplitude 5, I could take something from Amplitude 5 and put it in the Tonex stuff, but I guess that's all separate. You got to take what Tonex has and all their amps, and then so that's, yeah. So Amplitude 5 would be more for like VST recording, I guess. The Tonex is all it is what one guy explained it. He goes, Tonex is basically a player. There's a Tonex software, has all these amps in it, and I guess you can buy all these collection of amps and everything else, and you put all your stuff in there, you tweak your sounds, and then you just dump it into the pedal, and that, you can store all your sounds in that pedal, and that's it. It's just a player. So I can't get out of this Tonex software. It like froze on me. I hope this doesn't screw up the stream. Yeah, I tried to do the editor, and it's not working. I have no idea to get out of it. If you can. It is exciting. I like, like I said, I bought it when it was on sale in December, and then I just let it sit. I was just like, I was so frustrated with it. I didn't like, I hated it. I hated it. And then I said, I'm gonna get this to work. Then they updated the editor, which was a little bit better. And then I found a tone I liked. Yep. And then I tried to just load this editor, and it's not responding. So I have no idea. Yeah. There's a lot of good reviews, a lot of good tones. Like I said, I'm still trying to get a good clean tone. I think I got a pretty good one. But it could be better. Leon Todd has his amp collection for like $1.50. Really? For the Tonex? Because that I'm using his free IR right now. His free is it's supposed to be something he captured, so I'm using his free IR for right now, and it's a good it's a good cabinet. Humble Bundle. I would eventually. Would just like to use this with some effects. It would be great. I'll watch his latest ones. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. The Humble Bundle. That looks really cool. Newer strings? No, no newer strings. Nope, nope, nope. That's a pretty cool backing track, though. Elevated Jams. I really like that one. Ba-do-ba-do-do-do-do. Let's see here. He's got that neck. New neck, though. Oh, yeah, it's very new. I don't know any Polyphia songs. Couldn't tell you one song. There's my Polyphia. That's it. That's it. My butchered Polyphia song. I like the purple on this. Yeah, the purple. It's the 550 DX purple neon. How about some? I never even heard of that guy until all these videos started popping up, and everybody wants to make a video about it and get tons of views. And I never heard one thing from this guy. And what was he doing? Was he just like playing? Did he learn the stuff and play it, or did he not play it and he just fake playing it? Did it just play on like a song, like say if I played like Hotel California, I just played the actual track and I just mimed it? Or did he learn Hotel California, made his own track, and play along with it? I don't know. I don't get the guy. But what puzzles me is like when I see all these people talking about him, is he collaborated with so many big, huge streamers, and they just didn't know. They just did their video anyways, and they posted it, and then and now it comes out, and now they're like saying how bad he was or whatever. That's like, well, didn't you know that when you made the video together? Did you do this? Or did he come there to the thing and goes, let's do a collaboration together. Here's my track. It's already done. And I'll pretend it, and you pretend your part. And they're like, yeah, that's great. Let's get the views. You know? Did he really have a video on him? Most of the videos I see by him is like he praises the guy. I saw someone comment on that too. Someone said something like he probably won't release the video because if he did interview him, he was probably like he was praising the guy. I'm like, that could be true. He said he'd never release it. I don't see why he wouldn't release it, because it would get his channel. He loves views, so why wouldn't he release a video like that? That would get him probably right now 4 or 5 million views. I don't like the way Rick handled it. He focused more on Jocko's fine playing instead of ripping off unknown musicians. Every time I don't have any Ritz crackers lately. Um, I'm missing out on my Ritz crackers. I gotta go buy and get a box. Um, I had Ritz cracker socks. I need a new pair of Ritz cracker socks. Hmm. Timmer, if you need any, advice with the Tonex, I can hopefully help you out a little bit, best I can. Uh, I think it all spiraled because the one guy made a joke video about people playing bad. Hmm. And he just hit Triani. I was learning that one song the one time. The you need like the chorus and stuff on it. Um, the, can I do it? That's it. That's all I got. um, Jack Gardner stuff. And there was another guy I didn't know of. But yeah, I read that guy had. Then I saw his playing. I was like, wow, these guys are amazing. And then if he ripped up that guy, that's not cool at all. Um, yeah, the Midnight Song by Satch is everybody thinks it's not that hard as long as you know the shapes. As long as you know the shapes, I think it's not that bad, right? Yeah, it's not very hard as it sounds, but it's a great, and it makes you feel like, yeah, I'm a tapper. I can do you can do all this crazy stuff, and it's just a really cool tune to learn on guitar. Joe Satriani is playing right now, like live right now. Is he competing with my stream? Darn him. That's why I got low views, because Joe Satriani's playing. I'm on season 6, the last season. Find a smaller musician that no one knows that wrote an incredible piece and then learn it note for note. Make a video of him playing in my 100. Yeah, that's bad. When he was selling tabs for it on his Patreon. See, I don't think that's allowed, right? Like, you can't. If someone wrote something, you can't tab it out, right, and sell it, right? You're not allowed to. It's not your material. Like, I tabbed some stuff out, and like I did the taxi theme. I figured that all out. It took forever for me to figure that out, and then there was like a lot of people that asked for a tab, and I was like, um, if you watch my video, me playing it and everything, and you know, sometimes a donation to the channel is nice. I'll send you a free PDF of my transcription or my arrangement of that song. And a couple people did reach out. Didn't get as many views as I thought because I'm a really tiny, tiny streamer. Yes, that was seen elsewhere. I doubt it. I don't play anything crazy. That would be worthy of stealing. I guess. My volume is so loud in here. I bought this when it was new. It was like 90. Well, I didn't buy it in like 9. Maybe, yeah, I bought it when it was new, like around early 90s. So this guitar's been with me a lot. And you know what's funny is this strap was the first strap I put on it. And it's been here ever since. Like this, you know, this whatever, this green or yellowish fluorescent kind of strap. I don't know why I picked this color or why I got it. Maybe because it was my first DiMarzio strap, and I put it on and I was like, yep, that's it. This is going to be it. And then I never changed it. Like I could have put a black one on or whatever, pink one, but I just left this one on forever. The loudest thing in your videos is the sound of your selector switch. I know I've been having to doing this. That's the microphone picking it up, but if you can't hear it with the mic on. Microphone picks up everything. Yes, the Ibanez Wizards necks are. I find I play a lot different with these necks than I do the Strats and stuff. This definitely needs new strings, though. I used to use those all the time on my guitars. Now that I'm using the big old... I know I want to find a bigger one too, like that's more comfortable. Than you know, because I know what you mean. The neck on my Jackson feels so one of the kind. I haven't held another like it. Some Jacksons are nice, yes. Some Schecters are really nice too. I do like some of the Schecters I've played. Yeah, those Schecter, those shredder ones, right? jam a little bit. Yes, it does have the original bridge on it there. These are evolutions. These two are evolution pickups. This one I have no clue. We found this in my brother's store, or wherever, or in his workshop. But it was a DiMarzio something, because we wanted to eliminate the noise. And I put these in myself. These two DiMarzio ones, but he put in the middle one. It has a certain tone quality to it, like. Right. Yeah, I replaced all three. And this was like when I first got, I had the guitar, I had it stock for like years, but then once let me turn this down a little bit. My one friend, he had a Charvel guitar. He had a Charvel guitar and his pickup died on it. So he replaced it with a DiMarzio, I forgot what it was. And I was like, whoa. I go, that guitar just came to life. It had this certain munch to it. And then when Steve Vai came out with his Evolution pickups, the very first ones, I was like, I'm going to get an Evolution pickup. So I did, and I bought the first one, and I put it in a bridge. And I liked it a lot. I was like, whoa, that made a big difference. I could hear this little munchiness. That I didn't hear with those, what are they called, V pickups, V7 or whatever their stock pickups that they were in there. I was like, it just brought out a different change. And then I decided, I'm going to change the other one. So I got the neck pickup of the Evolution one, right? And that was it. And then the only problem I had was I had the original pickup here, and every time I would go and use that pickup, it would sound, the buzz you get from single coil pickups. So I asked my brother, I go, I need a single coil pickup that doesn't buzz. And then he goes, I think I got something. And then, this is a DiMarzio, let's just put this in. And we put it in, or he put it in. And then the noise went away. I was like, oh, this is great. And that's all I cared about was the noise. But after a while, it does got a certain tone to it. I mean, I got that nice, clean. When I do the fourth position, I got that nice little sound. But I have no clue what it is. It's obviously it's probably it's not a single coil. It's probably a humbucker and one, whatever you call them. I don't know. And there's no there's no number on it, so I don't know what it is. Do you think Seymour Duncans are weaker sounding than DiMarzios? No, I don't think so. You know, it all depends on what, you know. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I have a guitar with the Seymour Duncans in it. I think some Seymour Duncans sound fatter. You know, it all depends. This one just has DiMarzios in it, and then I play guitars with the EMG pickups in it. But the active EMGs. But I like these. The passive sound. I don't know. There's something about it. But then again, it's like that's all what you run it through too. It's like I'm running it through this Tonex with this modeling thing and delays and everything, and you could probably get the same kind of tone. Do you really need the pickup? You know. When you're running modeling stuff, but if you're running like through amps and stuff, I think you hear a difference. I think running it through tube amp or whatever, you do hear a difference. I mean, with all the software out, you can manipulate everything on your guitar. You can manipulate your pickups. You can be like, I'm playing this kind of guitar. I want this kind of sound. Just amazing. So what I like about doing is I have a nice distortion that I like, you know? And I like that I can roll down my volume. That's what's so cool about, most modelers and most stuff can't do that. I think it all depends on which amp you pick. The noise suppressor, make sure you don't really have the noise suppressor on, and then pick a good impulse response for your, for your speakers. I would love to get one of those quad core neural things. I really would like it, but it's just way out of my budget. I really wanted that. So maybe someday. Really all I use is either I've been using this Tonex pedal for the past 5 months, I think, 4 or 5 months. But usually I use a Carvin overdrive pedal, Carvin pedal, and I use Guitar Rig 5 for everything. For even studio recordings, I'll use Guitar Rig 5, and it has some great amps. And that software is how old now? It's like super, super old. You've been using it live. I used the Tonex live once last week, like for a full gig. And it was pretty good. But usually I use an amp. I use like a combo amp now, or a small Mesa combo amp, or if I want to bring out I have a dual rectifier from 2-channel dual rectifier from like the early 90s. And then I have, which I've only played like maybe 3 gigs with, I have the Road King 2 head. I've only played a few gigs with that. I also have, I have a lot of Mesa gear, and there's just sitting. Only thing I use is probably the Mesa combo amp right now when I play live. But the funny thing is I don't use any Mesa modeling software, because every time I play with, or I try to find one that's like my amp, it doesn't sound like my amp at all. Cabinets don't sound like it. It's just, nothing beats the head. And then, unless you're playing that metal, every demo I see someone saying, "Oh, dual rectifier, Mesa, check it out, compare," and it's like, it's just chunk, 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 and it's like, well, I want to hear it like how I play it, you know, like, where's that? I want to see the modeling of how I play it. And there's not one demo like that. They don't have it where it's playing like, it's because out of my dual rectifier head, I get a nice warm sound. I don't play heavy stuff with it. I get this nice warm, thick tone, and the clean breaks up just enough for me. I usually use a 212 Mesa. I also have 412 Mesas I bought, and they're like early or late 90s, early 2000 cabinets. Same with the 212 is like an early one too, and it sounds good because it's aged. The wood's aged. It's just, there's something good about it. Yeah, you want to feel the response. What do you suggest someone who is an intermediate player learn for well, if you know your like scales and stuff and like pentatonics and stuff, I would work with that, and then pick like a backing track that you're comfortable with. You know, like here's E minor. You could pick anything. Okay, so here's an E minor. You could play E minor pentatonic through this whole thing. It's rocking out, right? And you can play the E minor practitioner. But don't just go up and down. Practice your bending in it. And your vibrato. Or no. Find your target notes. Learn some licks. And then learn that scale in all the positions. eventually you get better at it. You just get faster. You just keep doing it. You're ear training at the same time. You're doing all this stuff. You just keep going with it. Then find some of your favorite players. Try to find, see what they're doing, and if it's in the key you're comfortable in, learn that solo. You know, analyze it. Analyze why he's doing that, and then don't steal it, but kind of borrow the idea. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this lick that he did. You know, because everybody borrows from people. Like, you could do Chuck Berry here. How many times that lick's been used? Yeah, I am kind of visualizing where I am, the positions and stuff. What are the best settings to learn tapping? The best settings? Mine doesn't make a loud enough sound. Well, you could do the Eddie Van Halen thing and do the triplets, you know. Just make sure you're pulling off, like your hammer, you know, when you tap, make sure you're pulling. I like pulling up, you know, I pull up. Some people like to tap and they pull down. Or you can do that way. You know what I mean? They do that. I like pulling up. And it all depends on your finger too, because if you tap with this finger, this is like Eddie would. I think Eddie would do this. Right? I think he would tap and pull up. And then if you use your middle finger, then it's like I'm still pulling up, but here I'm pulling down. So I'm tapping and doing that. I think I'm picking the note, you know. It's weird. Yeah, like they're. Like my first finger wants to do this one, and my middle finger wants to tap and do that. It's like my thinking is Eddie Van Halen, or Steve Vai. I think Steve Vai would tap down. If that makes any sense, I have no idea. Yep. Great tone for the Ibanez. Like I said, I'm using the Tone X1, and I guess it's a Bogner. It's based off of Bogner. And guys, if you're not following Vince, you got to follow Vince's channel, because he does these jams every Monday, right? You do Monday jams, right? And I always tune in, and he's got this unbelievable guitar collection. It's so amazing. Yeah, you got to tune into Vince's channel if you're on YouTube. Oh yeah, definitely. It's very enjoyable. It's like he does jams, he does covers, he does original stuff. He does reviews on stuff too. I watched some of your reviews and stuff. It's great. Got a great channel. So yeah, that's what I would do over, like that. Practicing over that. Like, and this is another, I just take random backing tracks and practice your patterns, you know? Yeah, it was nice chatting with you too. That's great. Jam goes on forever. The jam is like 20 minutes long. I know, it's like 2:20. It is 2:20 a.m. I always go on like super late. Shanna Jones. Jesus first. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you. I'd like to open that YouTube video. I don't know what it is that you're sending me, this link, but I don't want to chance it. Because sometimes I play stuff and it's like copyright. And then I'll get flagged and stuff. So. Car woman, how are you doing? Stream sounds okay though. It's not like clipping. It's not like skipping. I don't have any drop frames. Shh. Yeah, don't say anything. I don't want to say her name, because if I do, then she'll start coming in here, and then we won't. She'll say, it's time for bed. And then I'll have to boot. Jay's alarm. That's exactly what she is. Have you done a video showing my setup in these videos? It's not really much. It's a guitar. I should do a video. It's just a guitar, and usually I have like a pedal in front of me, and in this video, in this live stream, it's the Tone X1 with a Wagner amp in it. And out of that is going into a wah. Into a pitch shifter, which you probably heard. And I have it set just to do that. I don't know, I just really dug that for a while. And I have a flanger. I have a flanger in here. I got a flanger on here, right? I got a phase 90 on here, which is... Got that on here. I have another distortion pedal on here. It is the Vi Gemini pedal. Which is not real friendly with this setup right now. Of course, I have it after the amp, which is not good. So I never use that there. And then that goes into the interface, a Presonus interface, into my DAW, which has Guitar Rig 5 on it. And let me see if you can see this. And let's see if I can do this. No. I guess you can't see that. Hold on a second. I'm trying. Here we go. This is Guitar Rig 5. Okay, and I have a lot of presets in here. And the one I'm using is just a clean. I used to have all this stuff on for other stuff. I turned it all off. Really, I'm just using the noise reduction here. And I'm just using a delay and a twin delay. And if I want the chorus, I turn the chorus on. So I use that there. Now, let me see here. So like I said, I've been digging this Tone X for a while. Let's see, if I turn off, I'm gonna try to bypass the Tone X for a second. This is the problem I usually have with this thing. Okay, so now I have Guitar Rig 5 on by itself. I'm bypassing the Tone X. And then I use this twang reverb. I have a little tube compressor on here. Speaker emulation there. There's my chorus. I can use a treble booster. Okay, and then I turn on this other, I have a, can't see it though. My light's not on it. Hold on a second. That's not plugged in. I have a Carvin Legacy drive pedal. And I really enjoy this one. So that's with a Vi pedal going into Guitar Rig 5. So these volumes are going to be off. So if I click on the distortion on this Vi pedal, It's kind of noisy because this room is not really isolated very well. So then I turn this up like this. And I probably have to turn my volume down on it. This is a good distortion. This Carvin Legacy pedal, it does. So that's the Vi Legacy Drive pedal from Carvin, which is nice. But it's going into all this stuff, this amp, you know. It's like I'm feeding it like it's a distortion pedal going into a twin reverb. I guess this is supposed to be a twin reverb amp. And I usually leave the chorus on. And this was my live stream setup for years. Still is. Yeah, I really dig it. But I think this sounds fatter and everything than the Tone X. So then I turn this all off. I'll turn treble booster off, and all I'm using now is the delay and the twin delay to make it sound like stereo a little bit. And then I have to turn off the Vi pedal. That's my guitar direct, and then I'll turn on the Tone X. It's like super loud now. I don't know why I got super loud. What do I have? I must have left something on here. Oh, I know why. I know why, because I'm not in the right. I didn't turn it on the thing. See, I'm still learning about this Tone X pedal. Okay, I gotta turn it back to the mode I had it on. I just feel like that's a little bit more munchier, you know, like munch. You know what I'm talking about. A little bit more texture to that for me right now. I like to change a little bit. And if you're listening with headphones, it's really nice in my ears. I can hear it going back and forth. Doesn't sound too much. Eventide is taking orders for the new H9000. I have the Ultra Harmonizer, the H3000S here, which I never used. Nobody wanted that, and I think got this for like $500 or something back in early 2000s, and now they're back up in price. That's crazy. Do I take requests? It depends. If it's not copywritten. Mostly just on YouTube I'm doing jams. So but on Twitch I'll do some jams. Oh, so you're hearing it with this, got your stereos on? That's nice. True Love Cars, thank you for following. And Gabby Stark, too. I don't know that one by Midriff. Yeah, I hope that helped a little bit about the rig, right? I mean, it's kind of simple, right? It's not like a crazy crazy rig that I have going on here. So let's see. Maybe I'll do one more jam on here on, you know. This is called, I guess, it's by, I don't know how to say this guy's name, this backing track, but it's the Funk number 4 backing track in A minor. You're Not. Cool, that's an A though. I'll get copywritten for playing the riffs. That's weird. Oh, you guys are too nice. I 6 or 7 of those foot pedals. What do you mean? How many pedals? I do. I got like what do I got? 4, 5, 6 pedals. But I'm only using the wah, phaser, flanger sometimes. And the fun. You're just in defeat. I'm in defeat. I know. I'm one of those people. Or is Ka Woman in defeat? I don't know. Alright guys, I'm going to log off of YouTube, then play a little bit more on Twitch. So come join me on Twitch. Okay, so YouTube, thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Jesus First. Thank you for the super chat. Please, if you want to, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And if you want to, I'm going to do some covers on Twitch for a little bit. So goodbye to YouTube people, but I'm still going to be on Twitch for a little bit.